small cookie. Put your finger on. Cut them in half of it, and I said it, they go down there. The big ones don't go